get friendly critters around here that like to eat stuff and get into things. But the project for the moment is struts. I thought I would just check that air box since I bought this car just a couple weeks ago and haven't really used it. Apparently you can only get left sides right now, but I may have found a right side, unless you get the really cheapy ones from Amazon or eBay that are terrible quality and don't last. But it's coming, I just don't know when. So right now I'm just going to do the left side, since they are different. There's left and right, even with these guys. Draglinks, they're left and right also. They look almost identical. I didn't really compare them too bad, but I just pulled them out and looked at them real quick. But apparently they're different, so we'll see once we get this tore apart. Don't worry about that noise. I don't know what that was. Use a wrench to get at the other side of that. That one's got a little plastic insert in that, or a zip tie. Man, this thing's a beast. Those are shouldered with the knurling on them so they don't spin on you. But you gotta pop them out. Ooga doogas, or whatever they're called. For a 3 Ace, this little Onyx thing, Astro 1828, this thing's got some power too. can get it out of there without wrecking anything. You know, I've got the spring compressor and all that, and I used to do them all on my own, just by the strut. But you know, there's a bearing right up here, so when you turn, this whole thing can turn. And if that's bad, then you got clunking when you turn. And it just gets to be too dangerous. Just buy the whole thing and replace it at once. Alright, now see if we can get this other guy out. It looks like they're plastic bushings. I just feel like a little tiny click when I hit a crack in the road. This one feels a little bit loose on the bottom. That might be all it is, but you know what? 174,000 miles and these are factory. We're gonna change them. All right, let me go grab a wrench for that. I don't know what size this is metric wise, but 13/16 seems to fit over it. 21 millimeter. A little bit tight, but it works. Just really loose. Like this one is nice and stiff. This one's not. So that was probably some of my clunking. No way to grease them, and just plastic injection. All right, we got to go make sure we got the right replacement one. Bend to it. All right, so this was the loose one, was the bottom one. I mean, that seems to be, that might be all right. Which one? That's the bottom. Nylon nut. Get the holes to line up there. Trying to get the 4 bolts to come up through there without pinching myself. Just guiding it a little bit. There we go. No, you don't need to get in alignment when you're done. These are not cambered. And then I will drive them back in with Big Daddy once I know they're lined up. That's hard on the ears. Maybe I should have some headphones on or something. Maybe I should have thought about that a little better. Got that in before I did that. Might have to jack that bottom up. Let's bring the strut up off of the car. Bring another jack. I'm just jacking the whole assembly up here. Here we go. Yeah, of course. Get the wrench in there or not. Oh yeah. Must be a pretty big problem if you can't get these struts. High demand for them. Good. I'm going to pop that little plastic piece out of the old one and put that back in there so I can fasten that so it don't get ripped off. That's tight, that's tight. Oops, not even the right size socket. The old school mechanic in me doesn't trust stuff to be tight, but with it. I don't know, is it gonna break? Nope. Right. Find a little zip tie. It's got big ones in here. Make sure you cut them off nice and sharp so you cut yourself next time you're in there. Alright. Everything else feels nice and tight. I'm not a fan of aftermarket wheels, but when I bought this it had these on for summer tires, and then winter tires are on the factory rims. But I'm not going to go through this switching them back and forth. I'll just have the fancy ones on for summer. Got a plastic coating on it so you don't scuff up the wheels like that. Come on. No full beans. We're gonna torque them. And no, that little click does not mean go further. It means stop. I only say that because I know people that do that. Click and then, don't do that. Then you're no longer torqued to the right specifics. All right, that's pretty easy cut and dry, but if you don't have an impact and, you know, the big Ooga Dooga hammer, you can still do it with a regular hammer, but it makes it a lot easier. Just get the right tools, or you can do it by whatever you got. All right, thanks for watching.